be giving my speech on the idea that adopting pets from animal shelters is better than getting them from breeders, and why that is so. At first, this may seem like a strange idea because most people probably want to go to a pet store and buy like a new puppy or a kitten like with a specific breed, something along those lines. However, not only is this like a more costly option, but there's also a lot more that goes on behind the scenes to get these purebred animals into these pet stores. Doing this in a sense will support puppy and kitten mills, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But however, adopting an animal will not only save them from getting off the streets, but it also has a lot more benefits other than that. My first point I'd like to make is about these puppy and kitten mills. According to puppyleaks.com, which is a website with an article dedicating to showing how bad puppy mills can be, they state that 99% of the dogs in pet stores come from puppy mills, meaning that almost every dog that isn't adopted comes from a home where their mother was kept in a wire cage and forced to breed puppies on average twice a year. These mills provide the bare minimum for dogs to live in, which is food, water, and very little shelter, and nothing more than that. Now, there's nothing wrong with the dogs that they produce. Like, every dog deserves to be loved and everything. But buying these animals only supports the mills and continues to allow them to treat dogs in this way. However, getting a dog from an adoption shelter will not only be cheaper, but you'll be rescuing a dog that was probably either abused or abandoned, and in return, you'll be essentially saving a dog's life. You may not get the exact breed of dog you wanted, but I can almost guarantee you when you walk around the shelter that you'll instantly find a dog that you can fall in love with. Both of my dogs were adopted, and at first I didn't really want Pomeranians, but it was kind of my sister's decision on what dogs we were getting. And then after a while, like, you end up loving them anyway, so like, I mean, it worked out. So basically, the more people that adopt, the less money these mills would be making in the process, which could lead to them shutting down, which will help at least get these places from like not treating animals so poorly. Another great reason to adopt from a shelter is one that I got from NBCMiami.com, which states that nearly 6 to 8 million dogs are in shelters each year. Which means that millions of dogs end up getting euthanized each year also. This is due to the fact that shelters only have so much space, and due to overcrowding, it leads to euthanization. Adopting a dog from a shelter will not only save that dog's life, but it will also free up more space for other animals to get into the shelters. In a sense, you can not only be saving the animal's life, but by adopting another one, you will be opening up more room and possibly saving like another animal's life, so you can save more than just one animal by adopting. A lot of people may think animals from shelters have behavioral problems or something along those lines, which is what got them into the shelter in the first place. But the website petmd.com shows that a lot of the actual reasons an animal can end up there, for example, the family may be going through some financial issues or maybe even going through a divorce, which led to them having to get rid of an animal because they didn't have room in their new house or the time to take care of it at the time. Most of these animals are simply in a bad situation and have nowhere else to go but to be put up for adoption. If you adopt these animals, not only is there a high chance they'll already be house trained, but you'll be saving a dog who lost its family and be giving it a new one. A lot of people think all the animals here are also older and they might want like a younger animal or something, but there's actually a huge variety of animals in these shelters, and there's an animal for just about anything you're looking for. You might even find out about a dog you didn't even know existed until visiting the shelter, and that might kind of change your mind on what you were looking for. In addition to all this, most of the animals are already screened and they're looked at for any diseases or infections and are usually fixed before being put out into the shelter for adoption. They make sure all the dogs are spayed and neutered so you don't have to worry about that. And most shelters actually let you set up an appointment so you can actually meet the animal before like committing to it and kind of like see how it is and how it acts around your kids or anything. In conclusion, adopting a pet can be beneficial for you and the pets in this country. Not only are you avoiding the support of these cruel animal mills that are solely there to breed animals and keep them in poor conditions, but you're giving other animals a chance to enter these shelters and have another chance at finding a loving family that they might not have had before. It's a lot more convenient for you and your wallet by adopting these animals because the prices are lower and most dogs will already be ready for adoption without the hassles of buying a pet from a pet store. Morally, financially, and emotionally, adopting an animal is better, and every animal deserves a second chance. And you have the power to give that to them by voting pet stores and supporting these animal mills. So next time you're looking for a new furry friend, please consider adopting so we can try to at least put an end to these mills. Thank you.